So today we are doing a review of the 27-year-old sandwich maker from Maverick. Pretty exciting. All right, I'm gonna open it up here. So, okay, a little backstory on it. We found it this morning in the attic. It still works. We have really great memories making sandwiches in this thing, so I decided to make one. It worked, so I decided to film a video on it, and here we go. So I did clean it off. It has like little lint on it because I used just whatever towel when I cleaned it, and there's like little pieces of lint that I keep seeing throughout the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that and let's start buttering it up. I did clean it, it's very clean. It does have some scratch marks on it. I didn't think that, 27 years later I was gonna be making a video or that it was gonna become some kind of family heirloom appliance. So, it's been thoroughly used. But as they say, they used to make appliances to last a whole lot longer, and I think that's true because this sandwich maker really does work. So, okay, so I put some butter on it. I'm gonna use some whole wheat bread because that's what I have. And then instead of the regular cheddar cheese that you would use with a grilled cheese sandwich, I'm actually gonna use white mozzarella cheese because it's for a toddler and that's what she asked for, and I don't want to ruin her day and my day putting the wrong colored cheese on it. So here we go with the white mozzarella cheese, and as you can see, my bread has like a little bread hole in it, like a little air bubble, so I think mozzarella cheese might go through that, but we'll see later on in the video. And I want to really load up this sandwich with a lot of cheese because I want to see if it's still as good as it was when we bought it 27 years ago. So I'm going to put more cheese on it, and then it's quite tall. And as I'm closing it, let me just tell y'all, as soon as I plugged it in, it was getting really hot. And then I can't even close it because it's so hot on the outside. This is not kid friendly. I don't know if that's normal with today's sandwich makers, but I did look it up and they have like almost the same sandwich maker at Fry's and I think Walmart. I was just looking it up to see how much they cost today. So a little backstory on it. Okay, so this sandwich maker was purchased at Kmart by my mother back in 1992 or 1993. She's kind of guesstimating on our ages. She said I was about 5 years old. My brothers were about 9, 11 years old when she purchased it. And she said it was $20. And she purchased it because she saw a commercial and thought that it looked really neat and delicious, and so she bought it. So I do remember that she would make a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches in this thing. They were just really convenient. You put, it makes 2 sandwiches at a time, and it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to cook the sandwich. And then it's ready to go, and you get 2 sandwiches. I used to eat one, she used to eat one. My brothers both would eat like 2 apiece. So in the mornings, it was really convenient to use this thing because she would have in 10 minutes, she would have breakfast for all of us. So yeah, this is a really good purchase. Okay, now it's getting like really smoky and steamy I would call it steamy. It's getting steamy, and it's kind of smelling a little bit like, I don't know if it's burnt or not. That little light there where it says power is supposed to turn on when it's ready, but I'm kind of getting concerned because I don't know if it works. The previous sandwich that I just made like an hour ago, the little light didn't turn on, so I don't know if to just let this one go and see if it burns or not, or what. Okay, so I remember we did use it for several years, and we used it quite a bit because we really like grilled cheese sandwiches, and this sandwich maker would make it like really crispy on the edges and like through the middle, and I'll show you in a second what it does, but it was just really tasty and crispy and really good, and the sandwich was really melty in the middle. So We would use it mostly in the mornings with grilled cheese sandwiches, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and sometimes on the weekend. And this went on for like, I don't remember, maybe 3 or 4 years, but it was used quite a bit. And then eventually over time, we stopped using it. My mom put it away in the attic, and we didn't use it anymore. But I found it this morning and it worked, and the first sandwich I made, it was crispy and everything on the outside. I liked it. So we're making another sandwich right now, and I'm kind of thinking if I should open it already. It's getting really steamy. The outside is super hot. Right there where it says the sandwich maker, I feel like is it crinkling? I feel like it's moving a little bit. I hope it's not melting. I did check the bottom to see if it was getting hot on the bottom. I put a couple of mats, as you can see there, so that it won't burn my table. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. I'm not gonna check that the light went off. It never went off. I opened it up and it looks really crispy and everything. I think the light doesn't work, but I let it go. I checked my camera and it had been going for 4 minutes. So I think either 3 or 4 minutes is the perfect time. It's just crispy, golden brown. It's not burned at all, and it looks really delicious. As you can see, that little air bubble that the bread had, some of it did leak out, obviously, because it had an air bubble in it. But aside from that, the cheese didn't even spill out, because you can see that it has like the raised edges, which the raised edges don't let the cheese come out, and then it makes them crispy so that your bread crust actually gets crispy. And I'm one of those people that doesn't like bread crust. I just don't like it. But since this one like presses them down and makes it crispy with the butter and everything, it's actually really good. So I remember really liking that feature about this sandwich maker, even though I was 5 years old. Okay, so here's both sides. It just makes it really crispy on the outside, and like, let's look at the inside, because the cheese needs to be really gooey, and remember I put a lot of cheese in it. Oh, check it out, all melty and perfect. Oh, and it's really hot, so I burned myself, but that is perfection. And I took a bite out of it, and it was just perfect, just like I remembered. I mean, this sandwich maker is working perfectly 27 years later. My only disclaimer is, and I don't know if this happens with the sandwich makers of today, but the outside got scorching hot. I mean, it was hot as hell. I even had a hard time closing it up. Imagine making another sandwich. I mean, it just got way too hot. But let me know in the comments if that's normal with like today's sandwich makers, or if that's just, I mean, I don't even remember if that would happen in the past. I mean, I was too little and I really wouldn't use it. My mom would make us the grilled cheese sandwiches, but I don't know. It just got really hot on the outside, but I was actually really pleased with it. It's pretty awesome. These things really do last forever. So, final review, it is a go for me. It's good. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Wow. Whew, that's hot. Oops. Oops, I hit the camera. Ooh, the top is hot too. How am I gonna close this? Ouch, that's really, really hot.